Hello, everybody, and welcome to another installment of Shauna's Spilling the Presley Tea Live. Hello, everybody. Happy Friday. It's been a while. I have been gone and been busy for 2 weeks. I'll get to that soon. Hello, Michelle. How are you? I'm going to wait for a little bit more people to come in, okay? Because they haven't seen me in 2 weeks. Hey, Pat. How are you? How are you? I'm glad to be here. Hey, Deborah, Kathleen, hi. Jerry, Deville, hello. What's up? Lots. Lots and lots and lots is up. Jerry, I missed you too. Connie, hey. Hey, Teresa, happy Friday. And happy Saturday to all y'all overseas. Yes, I'm glad to be here, guys. I told everybody today I can't wait to do my live tonight because I missed each and every one of you. I missed being able to touch base with you guys. Tracy, hi. Pam, hello. Ashley, hey. Well, hello there. It's been a long, long time. How am I doing? Guess I'm doing fine. Hey guys. Ophelia, hello. Lori, hey. How you? Cheryl, howdy. Oh gosh, I remember. You guys remember Hee Haw? Any of you? Any of you guys remember Hee Haw? Remember howdy? Hee hee ha ha ha. Hey Teresa, I missed you too. I was thinking, how many people is in my generation or over that knows Hee Haw? Hee Haw. It was a funny show. Linda Thompson was on that show. One of Elvis's exes. And I believe there was another one. I just don't remember her name. I'm showing my age. Yeah, Hee Haw. Long time ago. Long past. Hi, Francis. Nat TV. Hello. Ruby. Hey, girl. Jerry says, sadly, I'm old enough to remember Hee Haw. Well, I'm old enough to know better, but I'm still too young to care. It's been a while, guys. I missed you. You know, the only time I can really truly be myself is at home, sometimes at work, and all the time with you guys. You know, you guys understand my Elvis obsession. Not many do. William, hello. Hello from DeQuincy, Louisiana. You don't think I remember, but I do. Michelle, you're in the same boat? We're showing our age, right? It's okay. Francis wants to know how my son is doing. He's much better. He was sick the first week that I took off. And then this week, I had a lot going on at work, guys. I could not break free. And when I did, I just did not have the energy to come see you guys. I needed at least a week off after he was sick. What was going on with work? It was hectic. If y'all know how life is, it just sometimes gets in the way. Thank you, DeGray. It's good. Pam, Kenny Rogers' wife, I think Barbara Benton, some too, dated. Oh, yeah, I forgot about that. But I didn't remember her name, so thank you. It probably was Barbara Benton. All right, Molly, what up? What up, girl? So, yeah, it's been a while, guys. I'm catching up, and I've been doing a lot of reading. I know you guys have, right? I mean, I missed last week of Revelations of Lisa Marie. I'll be doing that this coming week, guys. Okay, we're gonna go over chapter 4 about Danny. So please join me. Okay, we're gonna go over chapter 4 of how I think chapter 4 is. Okay, I know other channels have probably done their book review, but I'm going one page at a time, one chapter at a time. I want us to be able to talk about it and actually touch base with it. I'm not just going to give you one review video or two or three. It's going to be all 9 chapters. So join me for chapter 4 next week. I'm also doing some research on the Bridget Cruz Priscilla Presley. So Bridget Cruz versus Priscilla Presley, I'm going to get out to you next week. It's going to be very eye-opening. Okay, I have the whole paperwork, and I want to read you the key ones that I think are very, very interesting. Okay, I'm not going to give you the whole thing. I'm not boring you guys. I just want to give you the tidbits of what's interesting. I'm going to take screenshots of each piece of paper, and I'm going to put it up on the screen. Well, my person's going to put it up on the screen, and you guys are going to be able to see what I'm reading and what I think is very interesting. And we're going to keep up with it, okay? Barbara, hey, Shauna. Diane Goodman McDaniel was on here. That's who it is. It is Diana Goodman. She's the blonde chick that was in a few pictures with Elvis in the back of his car. Yes. Kimberly. Oh, no. Kimberly, I'm so sorry you lost your mom. Girl, my condolences, and I'll be praying for you, okay? I lost my dad. I know what it feels like. I couldn't even imagine losing mom. But you, honey, thank you for being here. I will try my hardest to cheer you up tonight, okay? Not after the week that you've had, darling. I will try my hardest to cheer you up. Yes, Rubes. I'm sorry too. I'm sorry too, Kimberly. We'll do our best to cheer you up, but just know you're going to be in my prayers, okay? William, my neighbor gave me a 4-film Elvis Presley collection on DVD. Jailhouse Rock, Stay Away Joe, Charo, It Happened at the World's Fair. Those are good movies. In fact, I was thinking about watching one this weekend. I think I'm going to watch Frankie and Johnny because it's a good one. Frankie and Johnny were lovers. Oh, Lordy, how they could love. So want to be true to each other, just as true as stars above. Frankie, I'm your man. I'll never do you wrong. I love that. That's a good movie. We had a production at school. We had to do a short little production, and I did a 1-person production of the first part of Frankie and Johnny because that was one of my favorites back then. The story is funny. Yes, we're all in condolences for you, Kimberly. I'm sorry. I'm trying to cheer you up. I hope my singing don't drive you away. Yes, Michelle. All right, I'm caught up, guys. You're welcome, Kimberly. I understand. Yeah, it's extra tough when you lose one and then a few years down the road you lose the other. It just, yeah. I couldn't imagine. It's going to happen soon enough to me. It's just not ready to think about that. William, I finished my Jerry Schilling book. Did you? Did you enjoy it? Was it good? I mean, he always claims to be Elvis's best friend. He's also Lisa's godfather. But you know what's funny? Crickets. If he read Lisa's book, he ain't saying nothing. So it goes to show he's probably betting on which team to be on. So, you know how he is. He's trying to see how the wind blows. And I think 9 times out of 10, he's wanting to be on Prissy's side. Because we all know that Jerry Priscilla bootstrap licking Schilling is licking Prissy's boots. Pussycat, hi. What's new, Pussycat? Whoa, whoa, whoa. Yeah, Jerry is quiet as a mouse, Deborah. He's saying nothing. And Tracy, Priscilla is absolutely 100% total fraud. She needs to be stopped. You're so angry that she keeps getting away with everything. I know. It's like we're waiting. We're waiting for karma, even though we all know karma has hit her face. Karma has hit her face. But in the rest of her life, karma hasn't struck her too much, has she? Has it? I mean, she doesn't even really care that her daughter hadn't even been dead 2 years, and look what she does. She don't care. She's a total fraud. And I'm going to be giving you some information tonight that's going to show it. And something exclusive. Something exclusive. Michelle, what do you guys think about the upcoming Netflix new documentary with Jerry and Prissy? For one thing, it's Jerry and Prissy. So it's going to be the same crap that's always been. It's going to be the same documentary they always have been if Jerry and Prissy are involved. They're not going to tell us anything different that they haven't already said. It's going to be something totally the same as we've watched before. But of course, I'm going to watch it. I'm going to review it. I'm going to give you my review on it. But I think it's going to be the same stuff. I don't think it's going to be anything different. It's going to be the same song and dance it has always been when it comes to those two. So I don't know if it's going to be good or going to be bad. It might even be ugly. Who knows? But I'm going to watch it, and I'll tell you what I think of it after I watch it. But right now, I just think it's going to be the same old song and dance. Francis, Shauna, have you read Kathy Westmoreland's book, Thoughts? No, I haven't because I don't own it. I know that Rare Elvis Photos has been reading it. I've been trying to follow him to see what it's all about. It's pretty steamy and says things that, I don't know, there's a difference of opinion in the Elvis world. Some of us think that whatever happened behind closed doors should stay behind closed doors. And then there's other people like us that are very, very nosy, and it's like, give us, give us, give us. I want to know everything there is to know about the guy. Do I think that it's true? I think it's probably more true than some of the other books. I don't think she's going to lie about something. I don't really enjoy the Rare Elvis photo videos on the Lucy Barden book, about Desiree being his kid. I'm just not there. I know that some of y'all might think that she is. It's just me and my personal opinion. There's some things, if you were to look up, I think it's fantasy. But if you guys want to believe it, that's fine. There are just some iffy things that I don't find plausible. But that's just my personal opinion on that. I mean, I'm not going to say it's good or bad. I'm just saying that the book in itself, there is some iffy parts there that make me think that it was maybe someone's imagination, and then they brought it onto their daughter to think this because no DNA has been done. She doesn't want to do DNA. That could just give me an idea that, okay, she don't want to do DNA, so, and she don't want anything from the Elvis Presley family. Okay, but doing DNA would help a lot of people close the book on it if she isn't. It's not about if she wants, it's not about if she doesn't want any of the Elvis stuff or in her mind any of the Elvis fame, but just to have the DNA test would give us peace of mind on whether it's true or not. I just don't think so. It's like, I don't think so, Tim, unless you get DNA. DNA is a very important thing. And in all the DNA websites that you can do, there are Smith side of the family and Presley side that isn't necessarily Elvis, but the Presley side, the Smith side and the Presley side of DNA is in the database. So if these people claim to be Elvis's children, even just peace of mind, it would be better just to do a DNA test than to say they're Elvis's daughter. I mean, I can come on right now and go, hey guys, my mother lied to me in 1977, and Elvis visited LA, California in 76, and him and my mama got together, and well, it's official. I'm a Presley, everybody. I was just in denial for so long, and here I am. But I'm not going to give you a DNA test because I don't want nothing from the Elvis family. But I'm just going to tell you, I'm going to change my name next week. It only costs $500, and I can make myself a Presley. But I would never do that to you guys. I know who my daddy was. But it's just that's how easy it's done. I can write a book and put a whole fairy tale in there. And I would just tell everybody, well, who are y'all to say that I ain't telling the truth? So you just can't always believe what's out there, but you got to do your own research. Look at the dates in the book. Cross reference those dates from when Elvis was really doing stuff, and then put two and two together. That's all. Molly, I would absolutely do a DNA. If you wouldn't, then you're probably lying. I mean, I wouldn't say Desiree is lying. I would just say that you can be brainwashed by your mother for so many years to believe that you're Elvis's daughter. There's another person out there that's doing the same thing, and this person wrote a book called Star Seed, pretty much the same thing. I mean, even almost the same tale in a way. I mean, how many kids do you think Elvis had? And why won't these people get DNA? What are they scared of? The only thing that I think that they're scared of is it's not going to add up. The DNA has to match, and that's probably why they're hesitant to do so. Because once they take that DNA plunge, we'll know, and then so would they, and then their little popularity that they do have will go out the window, or whatever book deal they want go out the window. So, Pam, if she is Elvis's daughter, only good thing proves Prissy wrong about Elvis being with mothers. Yeah, because the book mentions that they had encounters more than once, even after Desiree was born, right? But this person could be wrapped up in their own fantasy to the point where they had a daughter and put their daughter in their fantasy. But I mean, like I said, DNA would really help a lot of people, especially with us that want to know the truth. You never heard of Lucy, Patty? Well, she has a book out, and she has a daughter named Desiree, and she claims that Desiree is Elvis's. But Desiree will not do DNA, and she never will do DNA. So, take it as you want. Hey, Judas. Francis, Shauna, I think Lucy recently passed away. Exactly. DNA needs to be done. Oh, I know Lucy recently passed away, and you're right. DNA needs to be done. But Desiree don't want to do DNA because she says she doesn't want anything from the Presleys. But what's funny is, okay, but what about giving us the public peace of mind? Instead of telling people you are who you are, let us know for certain you are who you are. Either she likes it or not, it would be nice for us to know. Molly, I get you. Francis, too rich for me. Yeah, Ruby, that book is very expensive. It's $1,000. I can't afford it. It's too much. Patty, all of a sudden there are so many people coming out and claiming to be related to Elvis. I know. And it's just the only thing that would make people have peace of mind and for us to be quiet about it is if they do the DNA test so we would know. Michelle, you can't believe they hate. You can't believe they hate. I believe the heat I took. You can't believe the heat I took because you can't. What? I took on my comments. Oh, I can't. You said you can't believe the heat that you took on your comments. On what, Michelle? What heat and what comment got you the heat? Inquiring minds want to know. Teresa, I don't believe it. Lisa is Elvis's only child. True enough. William, so many people are stuck on stupid. Rainbow, how are you, sweetheart? I missed you. I missed all you guys. Cheryl, no DNA equals nothing. Michelle, sorry I can't type worth poop. I think you get my drift. Oh, I got your drift. I want to know what comment got you heat and on what channel got you heat, or was it Facebook? D. Gray agreed with what I said as they laughed. Cheryl, I have Kathy's book. I need to get it. Molly, she may not be lying, but why even say it if you won't prove it? That's what I'm saying. I mean, even if she doesn't want anything from the Presley fam, To do DNA would be a peace of mind on who you are and where you come from. Don't always take what your mother says. If you can do DNA and prove it, it would help. I mean, granted, if it doesn't add up and the DNA doesn't count, then that tells me that she would know, Desiree would know that she has been lied to her whole life. You know, it happened before in the celebrity world, but it's a different kind of celebrity. Not a famous celebrity, an infamous celebrity. Okay, you guys remember Charles Manson, right? The evil man that killed Sharon Tate and all that. Okay, he went to prison, and so did his conspirators and murderers that were with him. Now, there was this man that went his whole life thinking that he was Charles Manson's son. His mother told him he was Charles Manson's son. In fact, he kind of even looked like him. It was very ironic. The funny thing is, he finally did, after all of his life, he finally did a DNA test. And he found out that his mother, his own mother, lied to him his whole life, telling him he belonged to Charles Manson when he belonged to someone totally different. And he personally died a few weeks after finding out that his whole life was a lie. Could you imagine? It happens more than you think. You yourself and I myself would never lie to our children on who they belong to. But sometimes people are mentally unstable and they'll have children and they'll bring their children into their fantasy. And I'm telling you, the guy that thought he was Charles Manson's son his whole life is an example of a man being lied to his whole existence until he finally took the DNA and realized he was not related to Charles Manson. So, you know, Molly, she may not be lying. I got you. Jerry, Kathy's book is too rich for me. Why is it worth $1,000? Is it because it came out so long ago and they never made more copies? You know? So I don't know. D. Gray, I was shocked when I heard about these folks. I agree. Yep, it's full of drama, like the past week. Yeah, there's lots of drama going around in the Presley world, period. Molly, especially if involving Elvis. I mean, come on. Anything involving Elvis is just sensationalized. And that's what they want, to put their story in with Elvis. So it's out there, sensationalized. They get famous kind of overnight. Everybody wants to talk to them or interview them, but they won't take a DNA test. Simple as that. It don't even cost that much anymore. You can do it for less than $50. So, yeah, rockabilly. Stray cats are good. They are. It doesn't make any sense. I agree, D. Gray. Lisa Poole. On their Phil Donahue interview, Desiree claimed she looked so much like Presley. She had plastic surgery to look less like a Presley. They never showed any pictures pre-surgery. I mean, to me, it could be all a fantasy. Until they can prove it, I think it's a fantasy. But if you guys believe it, I mean, that's fine. But me personally, I'm gonna need a little bit more proof in order to come up with my conclusion. And I just don't think it. D. Gray, that's crazy about Charles Manson's son. I did enjoy that NBC show a few years ago. Well, it's just sad that he knew he was lied to his whole life until he took DNA and then he realized, hey, my mom lied to me my whole life. This could be the same example. Vegas Vixen. Sometimes women sleep with so many men, they just pick one the baby looks like more and pins it on him. Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's what they do. I personally wouldn't. I mean, but hey, different strokes for different folks, right? Vegas Vixen, D. Gray. That's so much money. Thank you, Shauna, for keeping up on Elvis's good legacy. I do the best that I can. I try to keep up and debunk things the best I can. But I mean, there's nothing wrong with doing DNA. I don't know why these people are scared. or they refuse not to. I think the only reason why they refuse not to is they don't really want to know the truth themselves. Elvis fan. Hola! Rare Elvis Photos is reading the Kathy book. It's very good. Yeah, Elvis fan. I've been seeing some of those episodes. I just when it comes to the Kathy book, it's pretty good. But the other book that we're talking about, I just don't believe it. That's just me. It's just me. Judas. I saw that on YouTube. She was the one. She was one of the girls. Hey, Velvis. Sorry, I don't buy it, Lisa says. Nessa, hi. Hello, Vegas Vixen. Charles Manson died thinking he was his son. No, the guy died after DNA, realizing he wasn't Charles Manson's son. I like reading of the Kathy book, but dislike all the music after the reading. Oh, you're not a fan of Elvis Rare Photos singing or songwriting? Rainbow, with watchful eye, Gladys kept on young Elvis. Oh no. She did keep an eye on him until she died. I think that's when he became wild, is after she died. She kept that watchful eye. And then when she wasn't here anymore, he knew he can just do whatever he wanted. So Vegas, the songs just get stuck in your head. Oh, I can't get it out of my head. All right. I've got some stuff to give you guys tonight. Thought maybe it would be very interesting, being that we're so close to finding out so much more about Prissy Pants, that every week we're finding something else out, right? Let me go up here and see what we got, because I've been saving stuff since 2 weeks ago, since I last talked to you guys. Okay. So, Nessa, if you're out here, I'm reading this because I thought it was most awesome. And I want you guys to tell me what you think, because I agree with her 100%. You guys ready? I've always known Prissy was a POS, which is a piece of shit. But with all the info from Lisa's book, this article makes me sick. Scott was in his mid-20s. Prissy probably let Lisa date him so she could hook up with him. She didn't want Lisa going on birth control, but she had no problem letting and encouraging her scummy, low-life, disgusting POS boyfriend, Mike Edwards, to sexually assault Lisa for years. She talks about Lisa not doing drugs, but at this time, Lisa was an addict because Prissy, at this time, was having drugs in her house with Michael Edwards. Lisa wasn't even living with Prissy. She was forced to go to boarding school. If Prissy was so bothered by the paparazzi following her, all she had to do was stop calling them. We all know that she used to call the paparazzi. Prissy did, telling them where Lisa would be, what time Lisa would be getting there, and when she would be leaving. Oh, yes, Prissy called paparazzi on Lisa and herself a lot. Anyways, the paparazzi following her, all she had to do was stop calling them, telling them where she was going, and paying them to take pics. And $10 a week. Are you serious? Lisa was worth millions and got an allowance from the estate, and Prissy got child support. So where did the rest of Lisa's money go? Priscilla. Exactly. All the money went to Prissy Pants. To her, it was more important. So the thing is, the guy that Lisa had in her book, remember, in Lisa's book, she talks about dating an older guy. She was 14, and this guy was 23, 24 years old. He was in a movie with Priscilla and with Michael Landon in the early 80s called Love is Forever. On this movie set, Lisa Marie met a man who was 24 years old, and she was only 14. Lisa claims that she lost her virginity to this older man, which is against the law, by the way, and that this man called the paparazzi and got pictures took of him and underage Lisa together at a park. And they didn't care about his age, being Lisa was a child. All they cared was the paparazzi pictures. So Nessa got the pictures, and I'm going to show you. This is young 14-year-old Lisa Marie with the 24-year-old boyfriend that she lost her virginity with as a child, and he was a grown man. This is them right here. See that? That's him. That's her. Okay? See how young she was? How skinny she was? She was only 14. She was a child here. And that's a grown 24-year-old man. And Priscilla let this go on, by the way. Remember in the book? I mean, what could she say? She was dating Elvis at 14, right? I got another picture for you. This was the picture of them kind of being intimate at the park. See, she's on top of him. See? She's a child. She lost her virginity to a man. And he was in this movie, Love is Forever, with Priscilla and Michael Landon. And that's where they met. And this is what the book of this is Michael Edwards' book talking about the events. Let's see. Then in any school I've ever attended in LA, she said, "Are you into drugs, Lisa?" I asked. "No, but everything is available there." Lisa's new flame was an older boy in his 20s, and they'd recently started dating. He was so charming and polite. He had Priscilla wrapped around his finger. He was extremely affectionate, and Priscilla returned his hugs with equal warmth. Michael Edwards says that he was envious seeing the three of them becoming so chummy. But, according to Michael Edwards, he said, "I still liked him. His cocky personality reminded me so much of my own when I first met Priscilla 5 years earlier. I thought he wanted the mother as well as the daughter. He was constantly hugging and coddling them both and baby talking with them. Priscilla enjoyed his attention thoroughly. And when Michael Edwards told her that he thought that she was being too friendly with this boyfriend of Lisa's, she totally dismissed the notion. "Don't be so serious, Michael," Priscilla said. "He's Lisa's boyfriend." I asked Lisa if she felt bothered by how friendly he and her mother were becoming. Does it upset you?" I asked. Priscilla wouldn't answer me, turning away her head. Soon the bubble burst when Lisa found out how unfaithful and deceitful her boyfriend was. Priscilla was very upset. Michael told Priscilla that he understood her anger and disappointment, but added that he thought it would be unfair if she totally blamed Lisa's boyfriend. Lisa had not been coerced into anything. She had gone along with him and, in fact, still wanted to be with him, just as Priscilla herself rebelled against her parents when she tried to prevent herself from seeing, her parents tried to prevent her from seeing Elvis. Michael said that he reminded Priscilla that none of this would have happened if she hadn't have been so protective about Lisa's every move. That it was natural that Lisa would want a boyfriend. What, a 24-year-old boyfriend? I mean, is it really that natural? I mean, I don't know. When I was 14, I was thinking about Elvis Presley. I wasn't thinking about a real boyfriend. When I was 14, I was thinking in fantasy world, guys. No guy could be Elvis in my mind when I was 14. Rainbow and the boyfriend had a crush on Prissy too. Oh, I would not doubt it at all. In fact, some of the lies that she told Lisa that her boyfriend was doing, I bet you she made some of that up just to break Lisa's heart. I mean, I wouldn't put it past Prissy to lie to her own daughter. I mean, come on. She lies to us. She lied in her book. I wouldn't put it past her. Wouldn't put it past her. Frosty. It's possible that Elvis has children other than Lisa because Elvis got together with a lot of women. It is, but they need to take a DNA. It would be actually benefiting for everyone, if they would do a DNA test. I'm not going to take anybody's word for it. I'm not that gullible. I have to have DNA. I mean, there are people coming out the woodwork. Take DNA. What's the problem? There is a database. There's lots of them out there, and there's Smith's side and Presley side. They might not have Elvis's DNA, but they have some of one of those relatives in the system. What are they afraid of? The only thing I can think that they're afraid of DNA is because it's not going to match, and then they're lying. It's not going to be. They can't use it anymore. So DNA would be great. I ain't saying that there isn't a child of Elvis out there. All I'm saying is prove it. DNA is very important. You can't take someone's word for it. I mean, this is 2024. There's DNA places everywhere. There's a database out there. There's nothing wrong. It only costs $50. What are they afraid of? It's not a crazy notion. It's just I would like them to go ahead and do that to credit them because you can't just go by their word of mouth. You have to have their blood. You have to get the DNA test. That's all I'm saying. Sasha, I will never watch Rare Elvis photos ever again because of this Lucy DeBourbon obsession. The book is a classic case of celebrity erotomania and pathological liar. It's a fantasy unless they get DNA, and they won't do it. So I'm going to agree with you, Sasha. And I like your name, by the way. Susanna, I watched it with grandparents. Vernon made appearances with Linda. Are you guys still talking about hee haw? Hee hee haw haw haw. Yeah. D. Gray, she's a strange lady. Teresa agrees with me. Susanna says, welcome back. Thank you. Nessa, I agree with Sasha Rose. I do too. Just Rubes, Barbara Phillips, Kathy and Elvis. That's what the book is called. Yes, Kathy and Elvis. The one with Lucy, oh gosh, I forgot the title of that one. You're going to have to tell me, guys. I forgot. Ruby, I like this channel because we can agree to disagree. Yes, but Ruby, it would be awesome if she would take a DNA test. It would just help everybody, even herself. It'd be nice to know for sure. Elvis fan. Didn't Oprah find Elvis's hair on a comb inside the black case Riley had opened during the show with the book? Couldn't they use that hair for DNA if need be? I agree with you, Shauna. Prove it. Well, they need to prove it. You can't just say something. Prove it. What are you afraid of? It's not a lot of money anymore. It don't take very much time either. What are they so afraid of? The only thing I can think in my mind that they're afraid of is it might not say they're related to Elvis, so therefore their whole life is a lie. So maybe that's what they're afraid of. But it would also give us peace of mind. We need to prove and disprove things for Elvis's legacy. Trevor, there was one of his partners who said they had sex but did other things than intercourse because he was afraid of pregnancy and paternity suits. That makes total sense to me. Michelle, wouldn't Elvis be very careful about his exploits? He did fight one paternity test and was vindicated. That's true. Rainbow, are you lonesome tonight? That's the title of the book. there's another child out there that claims that she's Elvis's. Her name is Deborah excuse me, Deborah Presley Brando. She has a book out that says that she's Elvis's child, that she was Elvis's first child because she was born in 1956. Then she claims that he was going to leave Priscilla for her mother in 1968 during his 68 comeback special. And he told her mom that if he sang the song "Are You Lonesome Tonight," he would leave Priscilla and go with her. And if he did sing the song, he would stay with Priscilla. Well, we all know he sang the song "Are You Lonesome Tonight," so we know how that ended. This is what one daughter claims. So if you can say Lucy is Elvis's daughter, well, there's another one out there called Deborah. Are you denying Deborah? Don't you think she would need to take a DNA test too, guys? She has a book out too. She's making money off of this. And she claims she's Elvis's firstborn child from 1956. So then Lucy comes next, and then Lisa. Oh, there's a guy out there that claims he's Elvis's son too, but there's two men out there that claim they're Elvis's son too, but nobody's taken a DNA test. Not one person out of all these people have took a DNA test. What are they afraid of? And you're right, Karen. This Deborah married Brando's son, Christian, and he divorced her. So that's why her name is Deborah Presley Brando. But I mean, no, none of these children are taking a DNA test. Why? Why? Is it because they're not related and they're scared that once they do take that test, everyone in the world will know that it's just been a lie their whole entire existence and they just can't fool themselves and they can't fool us anymore? So, yeah, D. Gray, it's a crazy title for a book. Ron, don't believe for 1 minute Deborah is Elvis's daughter. None of them, really. Like I said, it's a matter of opinion, but my personal opinion is take a DNA test. What are you afraid of? It don't matter if you want anything from the estate or not. You're not going to get anything because in Elvis's last will and testament, it states in a clause that a child in wedlock, that was Lisa. There is no children out there of Elvis's that was in wedlock. Only Lisa. So he put that in his will. So they're never going to get any of the Presley anything. So peace of mind would be good. And if they are lying, it would be peace of mind for us so we can quit listening to these people. So a DNA would be good to have for us and for them, because some of them have probably been lied to their whole lives by mothers who claim they were with Elvis that possibly wasn't. So a DNA test would help a lot of us, I think. Molly, breaking news. I'm also Elvis's daughter, and I'm from Mississippi, so that tracks. Be glad I ain't in that pool, girl. Like I said, I'm just giving you an example. If I was to give you guys that song and dance when y'all first met me, would you guys think I was completely out of my mind? Would you guys want to know if I actually had DNA related to a Presley? Come on. D. Gray, you're cracking me up in accounting, Shauna. Well, get out of here. At least I can try. I still got it. Just a little bit. Might been a couple of weeks, but I'm back, baby. Elvis. I remember reading something about Tom Parker warning Elvis about being careful because of paternity suits and bad publicity, etc. Makes sense. Yes, but you can't run from DNA, and they really do need to take tests. To me, they do. It's like, what are you afraid of? Just Rubes, not really, Joy. You don't have to have the father's DNA. You can have DNA from cousins. You don't have to have the father's DNA to do it. They can be related through a ancestry site, and you can track your cousins. And if you have Smith cousins and you have Presley cousins, you're related to Elvis, baby. If you're not related to the cousins, if you're not related to any of the siblings, no, any of their siblings, anybody, then you're not a Presley. Simple as that. You don't have to just have the DNA of the father. You do have to have Presley DNA, though, or Smith, or both. Just rubes. I don't think Desiree brought this to the forefront. I'm sure Elvis had more than one child after being with all these women for over 2 decades, whoever they be. And it'd be nice if they did a DNA, at least to tell us if they're even related to the Presleys in any way. I mean, if your DNA matches with like Billy Smith, or if your DNA matches with like Patsy, Elvis' second double cousin, then okay, you're a Presley, and I get it, and I'll never, ever, ever, ever judge those people again. But if they ain't related to the Presleys or the cousins, I just don't know what to say. So a DNA would help. There is a database out there, and I'm sure there are Presleys out in that database that are related to Elvis. And it wouldn't take but a little bit of money. I mean, you can do ancestry.com, you can do 21. That's a site too. I mean, less than $50, you would know something. I don't know. No, Billy Smith isn't going to give his DNA, but I bet you there's somebody on his side that has his DNA in the database, Ruby. I mean, there's even family on my side that's in the database. I might particularly not be in the database because I'm paranoid about people having my DNA. I'm not going to give my DNA to just anybody. But I have family members who are in the database. So if someone was related to me, all they would have to do is take DNA, and they would give you a list on who you're related to. So, Shauna, where can they get that side of family DNA? Well, you take a blood sample, you put it in the mail, you do 21andMe, you do Ancestry.com, and they'll find you cousins that you're related to. And if they're on the Presley side or on the Smith side or both, then you would know you're related to that side of the family. So, well, Lisa, of course, didn't need no DNA, did she, Nat TV? We all know where she came from. That's undeniable. Rainbow, that provolone, my friend went on his live on election night. He was upset at the outcome. Then he said he loved abortion, caught heat, and ended the live. Oh, my Lord. Really? Wow. Somebody sent me something about Navarone. Yep. I don't even know if I want to read it there because it seems like a little out there. But let's see. What else do I have for you here? Hold on, guys. Look at this. Listen to this, guys. Priscilla wants to be just Priscilla. Priscilla Presley has just said openly that in the future, she wants to be in the media as her own person instead of being referred to as Elvis Presley's ex-wife. Priscilla appeared at Rhode Island Comic Con, where she spoke candidly about her own career identity, which is detached from that of her late ex-husband, Elvis Presley. The businesswoman told the audience that she introduces herself as Priscilla instead of Elvis's ex-wife. In addition, I think that in the movies I acted in, this was one of my personal choices, she said, emphasizing other choices in her career, such as the soap opera Dallas. Being in Dallas was awesome, she said. She also admitted that really freed me up a little bit to be my own person. Meanwhile, I was not ever thinking about a music career, especially with her late husband. If she ever was in music, guys, I would probably barf a little bit in my mouth. So very glad she didn't do that. She just wants to be known as Priscilla. And Priscilla continues. He was free to be himself, even in his first movies. He loved what he did. Everything changed with the Colonel when he came in and started to figure out what he felt he needed to do. Before closing, she shared her feelings about people covering Elvis music, and she said, "In the beginning, I didn't think it was nothing. Then I saw what happened to these kids, young kids dressing up as Elvis, 5 years old. I think it keeps them alive, so I don't mind." Who cares if she minds or not? So she wants to be known as Priscilla. So you don't want to be known as Priscilla Presley? And isn't that what you asked Bridget Cruz to do for you? Is to exploit your name, likeness, and image to make money? See, she contradicts herself all the time, guys. This is another reason why she's a fraud. She is a fraud. She is a fraudulent person. Does she really, Rainbow, want to be just Priscilla? Yeah, right. If she just wanted to be Priscilla, why didn't she just take the Bowl You name and keep the Bowl You name and not be Priscilla Presley after 1978? Okay? Really. It just she just contradicts herself all the time. She tells us it's important that she's Presley, and then she turns around and says she just wants to be Priscilla. Okay? Trevor, you're funny. Trevor goes, "I'm Elvis's son. He came to Detroit 7 times to visit me, but we never made it to the Burger King in Kalamazoo." Oh, goodness. Yeah, that's funny. Well, you know, he loved Burger King, right? In those Elvis Alive tales, right? And it was on TV that a guy like Elvis was caught in Burger King. That's funny, Trevor. I gotta watch you. Teresa, so tell Priscilla to drop Elvis's name. Exactly. If Priscilla just wants to be Priscilla, then yeah, drop the Presley name, honey. Then we'll talk. Karen, Priscilla could be getting high with her son. I don't know. Who knows? She's probably so messed up in her head. I mean, we all think she might have like onslaught to dementia or something, right? She claims elder abuse to Bridget Cruz and to the judge that she can't even travel to Florida for her hearing when she's traveling everywhere else. So, Molly, she saw that kids were involved. Cash was available to grab. She was in. Oh, yeah. Money, 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 money. Especially Elvis money, right? Judas, no one would be interested in Prissy without the Presley name. She's crap at everything. Yeah, everything she touches does not turn gold like what Elvis touched. She can't. She can't. She might have his last name and she put it on herself in 78, but nothing she touches turns to gold. Look at the Priscilla movie that came out right after the Elvis movie by Baz Luhrmann came out. It flopped. Look at Agent Elvis that came out. It flopped. So everything she touches just not gold like what Elvis would. So she trying. She just can't get there. Yeah, Rainbow, she wants to join the one man celebrity club. It's good to see you too, Susie Q. Yeah, Francis, Prissy looking a little old, and she gets her personal photographer to Photoshop all her photos to make her look young and beautiful. Like you can lie, baby doll, but on picture, if anyone meets her, they're gonna realize that she don't look anything like her photos. She don't look nothing like her photos. Photoshopped heavily. Soul, hey. Years ago, she wanted to sue Elvis imitators. EPE told her to sit down. It was free advertising. I know. She didn't see a gift horse in the mouth, man. She wanted to sue him, didn't she? D. Gray, yeah, it's crazy. It's really weird to me. I think so as well. Molly, oh, you mean Priscilla? The chick we only know exists because of Elvis? Bingo. Yeah, she just wants to be Priscilla. After all these years. Oh, wouldn't it be nice? Maybe people could just call her by her first name, and then no wonder she can't exploit her name, likeness, and image. There's so many Priscillas in the world. How would we know which one is her? Before she dies, she's going to be a symbol like Prince was. Remember the symbol that Prince went by? She's going to be a symbol now. Probably be some kind of Scientology symbol. Nat TV. What a POS. Competing with her grandchild. That's what it seems like to me. She was competing with her own daughter. I mean, just the fact that poor Lisa had to endure what she had to endure with this woman, and how this woman just don't care, you know? She don't care. Francis can't Photoshop all that plastic surgery. Oh, you'd be surprised. I hate the photos that she has out there that makes her look all like I mean, we're talking 20 years took off. Like, what? There's one out there that she did for her skincare. They tried to make her look like she was 30. And we all know that that was a lie. I'm like, who are you trying to convince? You or us? Your age? Really? Susanna, Liv Tyler for a while didn't know Steven Tyler was her dad. That's what I read anyway. No, she didn't until she was told, and then they did testing, and voila, she is Steven Tyler's child. Exactly, Rainbow. If her nose grew like Pinocchio did, her nose would be touching China. It'd be so long. D. Gray, I'm sure there's stuff Priscilla's imitating, so I don't get why she'd be worried. I don't think she worries about much, guys. Yes, Francis, she has a skincare line. Crazy, right? Lisa, can't Photoshop or airbrush live interviews. Exactly. You can only lie so far. If somebody was to meet you face to face, they would know it's false advertising. You don't look like your photos. Something's wrong. Right. There was a new clip of Lisa on the Ellen show, and she tells a story about Scylla that really sums up their relationship. There's a lot of interviews out there that are very interesting to watch. Lisa did so many. And I was thinking about doing a reaction video to at least a couple of them. So stick around, guys. I'm going to do that. I'm going to open up a membership, a little bit of money a month, and I'll give you a free reaction video a month or two. Let me know if you guys are interested. I'll do some reaction videos for you guys. Molly, you don't worry when you don't care. And she don't care, Molly. She does not care. All she cares about is money in the bank. And she never cared for Elvis and Lisa, Teresa. I agree. I agree, Suzanne. I don't believe any of it. She's a liar. Her pants are always on fire. Claudia, she got a very bad plastic surgery. It was so botched. It was. They put like motor oil type stuff in her face, and she had to have a couple of surgeries to try to fix it. But when they tried to fix it, they made her have the Joker type smile, and it looks like she has no teeth because they had to like squish her. They had to squish her like lips together so it doesn't show her top teeth. It only shows her bottom teeth, so it looks like she has no teeth. That's all I can say. Have you ever seen photos of her lately? It looks like she has no teeth, but it's not. It's just they had to take some of her lip and fix it and made her have the Joker side lip, and I don't know. I just said karma hit her in her face. It hadn't hit her anywhere else, but it's hit her in the face. Michelle says she is 71 and proud of it, Botox free. Proud of you, Michelle. I am almost 50 and I have had no work either. And I have not even dyed my hair. So we good, aren't we, girl? It's good to be yourself. Besides, none of us have that kind of money anyway. What's wrong with, aging gracefully, right? Give us what God give us, our grace. Frosty. If I was told that I was if I was told that I was Elvis's daughter, I don't think I'd want the money and fame. I'd want the peace of mind. I would want the DNA and peace of mind. I wouldn't want to be lied to. I would want to prove it. If not for everyone else, for myself. So I would know my mother was telling me the truth. Because something like that's just out there. I'd be like, if my mother was going to tell me that, I would have proof. I'd be like, Mama, you're going to have to show me some proof here because, I can't just take you on your word. Elvis is too big of a celebrity and we got to talk. Nat TV says that Prissy has the face she deserves. Yeah, exactly. She's got the face that she deserves. Lorraine, I wonder what Nicole Richie thought about Scylla's face. I don't know, but I think Priscilla was stupid to talk about Michael Jackson in Memphis in front of Nicole Richie, not knowing Nicole Richie was Michael Jackson's goddaughter. She really put her foot in her mouth there, guys. She really did. Sandy, December 13th, Prissy will be appearing at a casino near Palm Springs. Tickets start at $75. She don't ever stop. No, she don't. And I think personally, death is the only thing that's going to make her quit cashing in on the Presley name. Death. Molly, Liv looks like Steven. She does. I mean, Lisa looked just like Elvis, I think. So why don't some of these other kids look like Elvis? Yeah. Lisa looked exactly like her dad. Susanna, they refused because it would stop the money. Yeah. Rosalind, you want the membership? Michelle, you want the membership? Like I said, probably charge like $3.90 a month. Give you 2 videos free a month that nobody else gets. And I think reaction videos are pretty fun. Something no one else gets. So some I'm gonna throw out there. Okay. Sasha. Deborah, her dad spoke out. His name is gone. Oh, I know. I saw it in the comment section on one of her videos. Her own father spoke out in the comment section going that his own daughter is cray cray and that he is her father and she was never Elvis's daughter. I know, Sasha. I read that. I read that about a year or two ago. I was like, whoo, burn. That's kind of embarrassing when you say you're Elvis's daughter and your real father comments in the comment section saying that you're not Elvis's child, that you're, Mr. Don's child. That's really out there when that happens. That's the first I've ever. That's just that's just really funny drama to me. Molly, I would want to prove it and let the world know because if Elvis's blood is running through your veins, then it's necessary because of his impact on absolutely everything. And I think so. I mean, you ain't going to get anything of Elvis's money. You're not even going to get close to Elvis fame. But peace of mind with DNA is everything. You either are or you're not. And there's other Presley DNA on the database. If you line up with a distant cousin or a cousin, it would show that you're closer to being Elvis's kin than you just saying, hey, I'm related to Elvis. I'm just saying. That's just my point of view. Molly, okay, so there's the proof, right? Or at least a step in the right direction because her own father spoke out. Well, Molly, Deborah's father did speak. And I thought it was funny. I was like, how embarrassing. How embarrassing. And yes, Susanna, the older boyfriend of Lisa, his name was Scott Rowland, and he was an actor. Oh, let's see what else I got for you guys. I got some more. Okay. So you know how there's going to be a new book by Hatchet Publishing, a new Priscilla book? Priscilla's bringing out a new book. You guys know this, right? Well, I have some information. Nessa, love you. Thank you very much. But I have information that's going to tell you guys otherwise. So my friend writes the lady that's in charge of Hatchet Publishing, and she asked if the book is still going to be published. Guys, according to this lady on Hatchet Publishing Book Company, she says that they dropped her book deal. The book deal has been dropped from Hatchet Publishing. What do you guys think of this? Because if this is true and real, that is something. And it's something that we can hang on. And it's something that we can work with. Because if Hatchet really did drop Priscilla Presley's new book next year, it's karma, Nat TV. It is so karma. I hope it's true. She gave me the email, and I did look at it, and it looks legit to me. And all I have to say is if Hatchet Publishing dropped Priscilla's book, then all will be well, because it's going to take a while for her to get another publishing company to publish this book. And yes, Molly, we got some real Elvis fans on our hands. And Pat, sweet, sweet karma. Susanna, because Priscilla said in an interview that they were just friends and not dating, I have more photos with her straddling him. You do, Susanna? I'm going to put my email in the comments below right here, and I want you to send them to me. I want to see them. Here is my email. It's going to be in the comments below. Guys, if you see that, write me anytime you want. That's my email. It'll get right to me. You have a question, guys, and I'm not on, send me an email. All right? I get a lot from you guys when you guys go here and send me something. There have been a few of you that have, and I appreciate it, and I'll answer your questions as soon as I get them. If you send them to me, send me those photos, hun. But the response is funny, because it just goes to show that if you write the right people and ask the right questions, you get the right answers. And Hatchet Publishing said they weren't going to pick up the book. So Velvis, all y'all, cross your fingers. I hope it's true. I did get the email. I looked and I saw the person writing her back. So it looks legit to me. And Lorraine, yeah, there's a guy named John Smith Presley claiming he's Elvis's son. But DNA, guys, come on. Take some DNA. It's not going to hurt you. It's not going to bite. Peace of mind is good to have. There's too many people that say they are when they can't prove they are. So, like, at least give your blood to Ancestry.com and see if you're related to any Presley at all. Because I know there would be some DNA on the database. It might not be like first cousin, but there could be a second cousin on there, a third cousin. Come on, give us something to work with. Molly wants to know if Navarone can read. Oh, I know, Mary, about Michael Presley. Did you know he was in prison in Florida going by a different name? And he found out in prison that when he got out on parole, that he was going to pretend to be Elvis's son and make scams and get money for nothing. And then he picked up in the dead of night in Florida and moved to another city, and he never paid his bills or his debts. Yeah, I know a lot about this Michael Presley, Mari. I followed his story for a while there because I wanted to know if the ex-con would ever get in trouble. It seemed to me that he got in trouble once and went to prison, but they haven't caught him again because he did scam people and he went on the run. So guys, be careful of this Michael Presley guy. He ain't right. Cheryl says if they did drop the book, they must have feared low sale projection. Re Lisa's book. Lisa's book is a bestseller. Priscilla's book wouldn't even be close to a bestseller. She's already told us her story, and we don't give a shit. Did I say that? Yes, I did. We don't care. There's nothing she's going to tell us that isn't new, and the stuff that she says is new that she's never told us before. I'm thinking she made up in her brain. Ain't nobody alive anymore to confirm if it's true or not, whatever tale she's spinning. I don't know how they would ever think that they were going to be making money off of this book by Priscilla. So I think that's part of the reasons why they dropped the book, Cheryl, if this is real and all is real. Because there ain't no money in it. It's not ever going to be as good as Lisa's book was. And Navarone's book, Police, the guy's in his 30s. What is he doing writing a memoir? He's a young 30-year-old guy. Is he planning on dying of a drug overdose like tomorrow or something? I don't care much for Navarone, if you guys know. He ain't too far away from his mother. I mean, they're just two peas in a pod of chaos and nastiness. You know, they're both frauds. Rainbow. Navarone drinks fermented snake juice shots. He was in Japan helping himself off a snake in a... Ew! Are you serious? Like I said, different strokes for different folks. You guys, whatever burst y'all's bubble, but I don't seem right, Rainbow. There's something out there. Kat said maybe the book could not pass legal. Maybe not. If you can't prove something, maybe. Trevor, I took the DNA test, and when the test confirmed I was Elvis's son, I looked at him and said, thank you very much. Then I curled my lip. I gotta watch you, Trevor. Rainbow, say it again, Shauna. I'm saying it. I'm saying it again. You tell me to say it, I say it. She a fraud. Her son is too. Mari, Lisa will never be forgotten. No, she will never be forgotten, just like her daddy. But Priscilla and Navarone, if they would jump off the face of the earth, I'd forget them tomorrow. I wouldn't even know who they were a day after. I don't care. You know, it's just, I care about Elvis. I care about his daughter. I don't really care about Prissy Pants and Navarone. But I do care when her comeuppance happens. I care deeply for her comeuppance. I care deeply for the karma that was on her face, that's on her face, to come and shrivel out in her real life. That's what I care about. She used and abused Elvis, and then she used and abused poor Lisa. And Lisa's book proved it, you know. So I don't care much for her. Don't care. But, you know, I was thinking maybe that's why Lisa wore snake jewelry during the Golden Globes and snake jewelry when she went out for the birthday dinner with Baz Luhrmann and Butler. She had snake jewelry. I was thinking she was trying to tell us something, wearing all that snake jewelry. I'm thinking she was telling us that there's a snake in her mist. There's a snake in her mist. I think she was trying to give us a message. Don't you agree? Nat TV thinks it's true. I do. I really do. I think like her father, he believed in symbolism. I think she was trying to give us a symbol like snake. Who do we know that's the snake in her life? Multi said that the snake is her spirit animal. I don't know. I would kind of think the tiger would be, because she called herself the tigress, watching over her cubs. Rainbow, a message to us for sure about Priscilla. I think so, Molly. I wish we could see if she was really upset, but per the feelers, it's not looking good. No. You can't tell what emotion she's having because she's got so much filler in her face. Is that what you're saying? We can't tell. She can't even smile. Susanna, Shauna, I thought Elvis will stated that any other children. Elvis's will stated that if there is any other children, they cannot be acknowledged because only children in wedlock, and the only child that was in wedlock with him was Lisa. So that's what his will stated. So he meant in his will, if any other children come out the woodwork, they can't get any piece of the pie because only children in wedlock could. So that's how his will was. Rainbow. Priscilla likes and pets snakes. Elvis shot them. I know. He shot them every chance he had. He didn't like snakes. So I kind of think Lisa was giving us a message. Velvet said that snake juice story made made their stomach queasy. I wouldn't think it would taste very good. Ugh. That's what you're saying, Molly? I hear you. Nat TV says he likes when Serge mocks her Botox and her feelers. He does have some things to say, don't he? I only keep up with Scientology a little bit, guys. I can't sit around for hours and watch things about Scientology. I care less about too much Scientology. It rats your brain. You know, there's too much. Xanu in the sky ain't gonna save you. Not gonna save you. Frosty, I wouldn't be surprised if Prissy wants a statue of herself placed at Graceland. Oh, you know it. She gonna want a big tombstone. She gonna want her face on the tombstone. In fact, it might be one of those modern tombstones. You know the ones I'm talking about, where you come in and it's got like a picture screen giving her motion, and she'll be talking to you as you walk across Elvis's grave. Hello, I'm Priscilla Presley, and this is my grave. I don't know, gosh. I hope and pray they find a way to not bury her ass at Graceland because there's going to be a lot of us not ever wanting to go. Lisa. I cracked up when Lisa did her first virtual duet with her daddy and she did Daddy, Please Don't Cry with Priscilla right there. Think about the lyrics. Mm-hmm. Plus, it also touched me when she did that. So it kind of made me smile. It was like bittersweet. Nat TV's laughing. He is a snake, Michelle. He is a total snake. Navarone? Yeah, and he called Lisa a snake? It's Navarone and his mama. They're the snakes. Teresa. Elvis, Lisa will never be forgotten. Every day, forever. Love and miss Elvis and Lisa so very much every day, forever and always. Okay, so I was in my car. And now that I know through Lisa's book that Lisa loved Pink Floyd, the Wall album, which I didn't even know she liked that album until I read the book. So I always loved the album myself because I like Pink Floyd. Well, I was in my car earlier tonight. I was driving, and the song Wish You Were Here came on by Pink Floyd, and I just started crying because we all wish she was still here. Out of all people that could go, Lisa's not here anymore. And even though we have some of her thoughts and emotions, she's not here. But Mari, I almost cried in my car because that song, it has a new meaning to me. How I wish you were here. We're just two lost souls swimming in a fishbowl, year after year. I just wish you were here. You know. So if y'all hadn't listened to Pink Floyd, "Wish You Were Here," go look it up on YouTube. It's an awesome song. But it just made me think of Lisa in the car today, and I did. I started crying because I miss her. Pink Floyd. Um, Also, if you take that album, not that album, but you take their second album, Pink Floyd. If you take their second album and you watch Wizard of Oz, and if you take their album Dark Side of the Moon, and you watch Wizard of Oz, and you turn the Wizard of Oz volume down all the way, and you just play Pink Floyd Dark Side of the Moon album, it coincides with each other. No, it does. It really does. You guys should try it. But I've always been a Pink Floyd fan. I never thought they were involved with Scientology, Rainbow. But I've always liked their stuff. But it's also makes sense because Lisa loves the Wall album. That's one of the songs. "I Wish You Were Here" is one of the songs on the Wall album, and so that's why I was crying in my car because I wish you were here. You know. So if you guys have never heard "Wish You Were Here," do that. Yeah, comfortably numb. Yes, comfortably numb. We're not comfortably numb. We can't be numb to her emotions. We can't be numb to her feelings. We can't be numb to her book. Like the song, "We Wish She Was Here," and we can't be numb. This is a time not to be numb. This is a time to fight for Lisa. If Priscilla fans come out there and say the mean things that they have been saying about Lisa, get after them, guys. I've seen so many comments in the comment section of Priscilla lovers bashing Lisa Marie. And in my comment section under my videos, guys, go look at past videos. There's a few. Fight for Lisa. Ain't nobody else doing it. Ruby, you look like Lisa a little bit, especially in some photos. Oh, thank you, Ruby. I've heard it before. I wear glasses. I wear glasses. That's what I look like without glasses. I can't see your comments. I can't see you guys, but here I am, blind, without my glasses. So that's me. But there are some times in my life, Rube, I was in denial that I was blind. So I didn't wear glasses for so long. And then I finally had to wear glasses. So it's new. So you can't ever tell because I'm wearing them all the time. Thank you, Addie. It's an honor that you guys say that. It is. We're all walking around this world. They say you have at least 3 people in this world that look just like you. And I have a feeling that she could be one of them. So now that she ain't here, I feel sad, very sad. And there are parts of her life when I study her, we clicked. I thought to myself, we could have probably been friends once upon a time. But fight for Lisa, guys. Nobody else is doing it. Fight for her. Her mother didn't do it. Her mother's boyfriends didn't do it. And people that use Lisa in her lifetime aren't doing it. That's right, Joy. You've got at least 3 doppelgangers in your life in this world. You might never even bump into one, but you got someone out there that looks like you. You might not act like you, but they will have some of your characteristics. Thanks, John. But John, you never see me without my glasses. So, yeah, it's the glasses that make you not think it. So I'll take them off every once in a while, but I'm blind as a bat, guys. I got to wear my glasses. So, you're fighting for Lisa. I'm so sad no reporter has confronted Priscilla about her treatment towards Lisa. Rainbow 24, exactly. That whole book tour, even in Memphis, even in Comic Con she's been into, her interviews, any of the stuff that Priscilla is going to, nobody is confronting her about what Lisa wrote in her book about her. Nobody is confronting the horrible woman that did not love her own daughter. Okay? And thank you, Tammy. We all need to fight for Lisa. Nobody else seemed to do so. And nobody asked or is asking Prissy Pants the correct questions. Like, why did you mistreat your daughter? Why did you bring a predator into your home for 5 years with your small daughter? Why did you tell your daughter to get up off of the chair at the meeting at EPE that she was nothing and she better never sit in her chair again because Lisa was nothing? Really. Addie, how did the book end? Did you read AJ the chapters yet? I'm not telling you how the book ends. There's a video on that. I'm only on chapter 4 that I'm going to be giving you guys. I just want to go by chapters. I don't want to give you a review of the whole book because I want to talk about it. And it would just make my video like, 45 minutes and I'd be done with it. I want to actually talk to you about every single chapter in this book because I have questions and I have thoughts. And I know you guys have thoughts too. So that's what I mean. I just want to be able to do chapter by chapter with you guys so we can talk about this together. Pussycat thinks that Priscilla will live until she's 85. We have to endure that long, Pussycat. We have to endure. We got to endure all that. Oh, Lord, I don't think I can deal. But, the only thing that I think is our luck, she'll probably endure till she's 105. Did I say that? Yes, I did. I did say that. Rainbow said that my striped dress is so similar to Lisa's. Oh, well, we kind of like the same taste, Rainbow. She had taste in clothes. She had taste in jewelry. But I see what you're saying. Yeah, it's pretty similar. And if you guys are wondering what she's talking about, it's in the community page. No, it's in my shorts, isn't it? It's in my short section. Nat TV, some of Priscilla's stands are still in denial or deluded. They're delusional. But what we say on YouTube, in YouTube world, they delulu. They delulu in the brain. They can't comprehend. They're delulu. So that's what it is. Or panini pressed. She panini pressed. They're all panini pressed. Velvet. Sorry, she will probably live longer. You're right, Shauna. Just our luck. She'll live till she's 105. Claudia. Oh, wow. I just found an interview where she's doing dirty laundry, and wow, she looks so good. I missed her. She looked happy here in her tears. Love you, Lisa. I love that song when she redid it. I make a living off the evening news. Just give me something I can use. People love it when they love dirty laundry. Well, I could have been an actor, but I wound up here. I just gotta look good, I don't have to be clear. Come and whisper in my ear, give me dirty laundry. 'Cause they all like to kick 'em when they're up, kick 'em when they're down, kick 'em while they're up, kick 'em while they're down. Yeah, I love all her music. And she was flawless up close. I thought so, but everybody in her life, according to this book, treated her. She didn't think she was pretty. If you guys read this book, she didn't think that she was pretty. People made her feel like she was not pretty. Lisa Marie was gorgeous. People didn't make her feel good. People made her feel bad. People didn't help her self-esteem. People didn't straighten her crown. People didn't care. And that's the one thing that I knew before reading this book, but now reading this book, I know more about. People didn't help Lisa feel good about herself for anything. The only people that made Lisa feel good about herself was her own kids. That's it. Her mother didn't make her feel special. Her mother's mother, grandmother, didn't make her feel special. Her cousins didn't make her special. Nobody made her feel special. Only her kids. So a lot of people in her life let her down. And if you guys take anything from this book, take that. She was let down. She didn't feel good. People didn't make her feel good. People made her have the worst self-esteem ever. People hurt her. We all get hurt in life. I get that. I've been hurt too. But I've had people in my life to help me, self-esteem wise. When people love you, they reach out to you. They make you feel good as a person. I don't think she had that in her life that much. All she had was the Elvis fans that made her feel special and her children. That's all she had. And I agree with that. It's just, there had to be a sad existence. It had to be, Sundowner. Shauna, I will be seeing Priscilla in Orlando in February. What should I say to her? Sundowners, you should ask her, with Lisa's book out, why would she let Michael Edwards abuse her for 5 years and do nothing? Why? In Sundowners Club, Lisa did have very low self-esteem, and you saw that firsthand. I felt it. I'm like, she never thought she was pretty. Ever. I don't. It boggles my mind how she never thought that. She never thought she was pretty. Nobody ever told her? Or when they told her, she never believed them. Her self-esteem was shot. And I think it's because she had a narcissist as a mom. You have a narcissist as a mom, you're not going to have much of a life. It's not going to be that great. I've met a lot of people who have had narcissists as mothers, especially daughters. Thank God mine wasn't. My mother's a good mother. I feel sorry for those that have never had a good mother. My heart goes out to you. But to have a narcissist as your mother, my heart just goes out to anybody who has to endure that. But if you're a daughter of a narcissist, your life is a living hell. And the only way she can get back at her mother is this book. And thank you, Riley, for helping it come out. And I just have to say, I'm sure there's a lot missing out of this book. It doesn't say some of the things that I was hoping. There is a lot missing out of this book, guys. You have to agree. There's lots of things missing out of this book. And it makes you think. Rainbow, her mother made her feel she was ugly and overshadowed by her. And yeah. You want me to show the cover again? Right here. There, Murray. Ruby, it just goes to show you that money won't make you happy. It doesn't. Malty, her mom probably made her feel that way, and Priscilla's parents. She did. And Priscilla's parents didn't really care for Lisa either. Her own grandmother stole from her. It just never made her feel special. Pet, wow, another good live chat about Elvis. The more I join in, the more I know about Elvis. I'm so behind. Thanks to you. Thank you, Pitt. I appreciate you being here, Pitt. What did you say, Elvis fan? The Sundowners Club. Ask Priscilla why use the Presley name. Has anybody never even asked her that question before? Why the Presley name, Prissy Pants? Why? And why do you just want to be Priscilla now? Because we want to know. You spent all these years wanting to be Presley and love being known as Elvis's ex-wife, but now you don't want to be any of that. You just want to be Priscilla. And she's being sued by Bridget Cruz because she tried to hire Bridget Cruz to exploit her name, likeness, and image. And now she's just going to throw that out the window? Like I said, Priscilla's life is full of contradictions. Where's the truth? In all her life, guys, where's the real truth of Priscilla? This is why this episode is titled Priscilla is a Fraud. Because personally, I don't think there's anything in Priscilla's life that hasn't been made up. She likes to make things up. It makes her relevant. Nat TV said Lisa was absolutely gorgeous. Narcissists compete with their daughters, and they always make them feel inferior. Yeah, they do. Yes, Rainbow. Priscilla made her feel like she was ugly and overshadowed by her. Absolutely. Poor girl didn't have self-esteem. Her mother did that. Her grandparents did that. They didn't think she was anything special. Hey, Cat Girl Blue. Let's see. Elvis fan. Michael Jackson had low self-esteem as well because of his father's put-downs and shaming him. That's true. That's true. Will not deny that. That is true. In fact, Michael Jackson was a little bit scared of his dad. I mean, he had every right to be kind of scared of his dad. They went through abuse their whole life. Trevor, I got a better question. Priscilla, Lisa said you physically abused her to the point Michael Edwards had to pull you off her. Is that true? But then in the book it says that Lisa said she hit herself to make it look like her mother was hitting her. So, Michael Edwards said he thought that Priscilla was really hitting Lisa. But then in Lisa's book, Lisa claims that she was hitting herself so it would look like Priscilla was hitting her. Sundowners Club. One time I saw Lisa when she was with Nick Cage and told her she looked beautiful. And she said, yeah, right, and poked me in the chest. At that time, Lisa looked dynamite. I was like, are you serious? This is a response from a woman who had bad self-esteem. She never thought she was beautiful. She never thought that. So, yeah. Molly, Priscilla is the fairest of them all, but couldn't be that around Elvis because it was about him. She most definitely was not going to allow Lisa to take that from her. Yeah, she's like the evil mother. She's like the evil stepmother queen, Molly. It's crazy. It's like, was she even a mother? Rainbow, her grandmother told her she was nobody special. Exactly. Could you imagine your grandmother telling you that? I couldn't. My grandma loved me, so I couldn't understand that. And then I thought, oh, yeah, the grandmother acts like the mother, which acts like the great-grandmother as well. So you're saying all the women in Priscilla's family were evil, cold-hearted snakes. Oh, now I get it. Sylvie, hi. It's okay that you're late. I'm glad you're here. That's all that counts. She says that she never refers to Prissy as a Presley, not ever. Mary, Lisa was such a cutie, adorable baby little girl. She was. Soul, surprised Pris didn't claim Nab as Elvis's test tube baby. She made sure Elvis's money supported via maintenance for herself and Nab for life. True that. I'm not going to argue with that. Teresa says that Lisa is so beautiful and stunning. Beautiful as her father, Elvis. Nat TV, I think Lisa was protecting her mother. I believe Edward's version on that. She said they boasted it out in the back seat. I know. So you think Lisa, in her book, said that she was hitting herself just to help Priscilla look good? Let's see. Ashley, all of Priscilla's hate for Elvis came out with the way she treated and others treat Lisa. Bingo. Pet, wow, are we all punchy Prissy? Give me a punching bag and put her picture on it. I'll show you punchy Prissy. Molly, the Sundowners Club. Everyone knows that answer. She doesn't care for them or any of the Southern people. Also, she couldn't get paid. Trevor, yes, I agree, Shauna, but does anyone think or believe Lisa was hitting herself? You know, sometimes abused people walk into doors. Oh, Trevor, I know that too well. Anytime my ex-husband used to beat on me when I was first married to my first husband, I always went home to my parents and saying, oh, I ran into a door. Oh, this bruise? I don't know where I got it from. I just went to bed and woke up and it was there. Or my favorite, oh, I fell down some stairs and I'm so clumsy. I need to be more careful. I get you, Trevor. That makes perfect sense. Molly, how sick and calculated is that, huh? There's a lot of sick and calculated things Prissy did her whole life, guys. And when she dies, instead of a eulogy, we're going to have our own. But it'll be the truth and not be sugar-coated and lied to make it look like, oh, she was the ever-adoring, faithful ex-wife of Elvis Presley. Oh, it makes me sick thinking about it. Sylvia, I feel like Lisa Marie lived her life for others. It's so sad she was such a beauty. Rest in peace, Lisa. Exactly. But Elvis, as well, lived his life for others, right? So about the same, guys. About the same. Let me see here. Catgirl Blue says, not an excuse, but really, it's Priscilla's mother who's responsible for what PP is. She did the worst things to her, including hiding her real identity. Then she told her to keep it a secret. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I mean, that whole family's messed up, Catgirl Blue. It's a generational trauma type thing, right? So you got Priscilla's great-grandmother. Then you got Priscilla's mother. No, you got Priscilla's grandmother. Then Priscilla's mother. Then Priscilla. So it's a generational trauma type stuff. And it just trickles down to Lisa. And then Lisa has kids. So you know it has to trickle down to them too. So that's what generational trauma is until you break the cycle. And I guess the way that Riley writes and tells people things, that she's breaking the cycle. Now, I don't even want to get in it. I don't quite agree with how the Memphis book tour went down. I was hoping to give her the benefit of a doubt. I'm still hoping to give her a benefit of a doubt. I do not understand that family. I keep telling you guys, I just need it to make sense. And it doesn't make sense to me. So I just need it to make sense, guys. Make it make sense. Because this family really makes me question things. Like, are they getting paid for this loyalty? Do they really, really love each other? Or are they getting paid for this? And what's the deal? I don't know. Pet wants to know what two ladies for Elvis. Was it Anne Margaret, Shelley Bray? I think if Elvis's mom hadn't have died in 1958, I think he would have ended up marrying Anita Wood. That's just my personal opinion. But if you want to go by the two you mentioned, he'd have probably went better with Anne Margaret than Shelley Fabre. I don't think him and Shelley had anything going on, but him and Anne Margaret did. So I would have to say with your question, Anne Margaret would have to be the pick for me. Sundowners Club, what doesn't make sense, Shauna? The family dynamics between Priscilla and her grandkids. That's what doesn't make sense to me. How can Riley publish this book showing in detail how Priscilla hurt Lisa over and over, and Priscilla's family over and over and over again? And then Riley just accepting Priscilla on that stage like that. That's what I mean. Make that make sense, because it does not make sense to me. Hen Mop, I don't believe a word of Lucy's book. You found it like a cheap romance novel. You think it's a fantasy. I feel the same way, Hen Mop. I do. I truly do. And DNA would prove it for great. It would prove it. But there are some people in the comments on our live that think it's real. And I mean, that's fine if they want to think that. But my personal opinion is, show us proof. You know. So if anyone dares to question the investigator and author of that Lucy book, he doesn't like that. I see. It's hard to see the loyalty to her mom, TN. Karen, Priscilla wanted to tell her story after her life with Elvis, like beyond Elvis. Sundowners Club. Oh, okay. I only met Riley twice. Don't know her like I know Lisa. I can only go off what I hear in the circle here in Memphis. Well, yeah, it's just I don't understand how Riley could bring this book out knowing how much hurt her grandmother did with her mother's life, and then just let her smugly walk on stage like that. I think it makes sense, because it's not making sense. The Sundowners Club said he was told that Riley didn't know Priscilla was coming on stage. Yeah, but then other people say differently. So there's just a lot of unanswered questions. Molly, yeah, and Margaret and Elvis were just comfortable and so electric together. Both kind, caring, genuine humans that spread joy and love. Let's not forget hard-working, unlike Priscilla. Oh, it's true, and a better actress as well. And Margaret's definitely a better actress than Prissy would ever be. So, yeah, I believe it was also a pro Priscilla crowd, Sundowner Club. There was like part of the room was for Priscilla and part of the room was not. And those that were for Priscilla were clapping and, standing ovation. And then there's the ones that did not like Priscilla that just sat down and lunched like, we're not leaving. But this is not real. So it was like unbelievable. Rainbow says that two credible sources from Graceland told her that it was prearranged. So see, it wasn't even a surprise, was it? All prearranged. Photos were took before it happened together, and they spent the afternoon together, right? And why doesn't anyone stand up to Prissy Pants Elvis fan? I don't understand it. I know that Joel stands up to Prissy. I know Joel does not like Prissy, and I know his day that day in Memphis during the book tour thing probably wasn't happy. Someone told me under the grapevine he wasn't happy that night. So I don't know, guys. You tell me. Anyways, guys, I hope I had made your Friday worthwhile. I do apologize that it took 2 weeks for me to get back to you guys. Sorry about that. Um, I promise you I'll be back this next Friday with another live. I will promise you that. And I also have another video I'm going to do for you this week. We're going to go over chapter 4 of From Here to the Great Unknown. And the research that I've been doing on the Bridget Cruz Priscilla Presley case will be happening. So I hope you guys stick with me. I appreciate who all have stuck by me. But I've got work to do for you guys, and I'm going to do it. Okay? And I'm just thankful that you guys are still here. I wouldn't have a live tonight if you guys weren't here. So you guys being here has made it always worthwhile to me. And we're family. And anytime you ever want to talk about anything in the Elvis world that's kind of iffy, concerning, what, or whatever we go through, I'm glad we can go through this together with each other. That's what we're here for. Well, that's what I'm here for. You know, I love you guys. You could have went to any Elvis channel, but you didn't. You came to mine, and for that, you know I love you guys. You guys you guys understand me. Your obsession with Elvis is the same as me, and we're one big happy family, and I love you guys, each and every one of you. I want you guys to stay safe this week. I want you guys to remember that it's always about Elvis and Lisa. And I will be back with you with another video as soon as possible this next week. So look for 2 coming up, okay? All right, guys? I'm going to let you go. I've been talking for about 2 hours with you guys. It's been a great evening. I love you guys, as I said. And I want you to know that I'm always here for you. And if you guys ever want to email me a question or a packet or anything that you guys want to talk about or give me any information, just go to vampsasha@gmail.com. That's vampsasha@gmail.com. Yeah, laugh at my little name if you want, but I used to be into vampires back in the day, and my niece always called me Sasha because she couldn't say Shauna. So I put those 2 words together. That's my email address. I'll probably type it in the comments right here below. I'm doing it now. You guys have anything, see anything, or need me to answer a question and I'm not here, 9 times out of 10, I check my email every day. So send me it and I'll reply back to you guys. Okay? Okay, I'm going to go, guys. Thank you so much for joining me tonight. Bye, everybody. I'll see you later. God bless y'all. TCBTLC. And I'll see you on the other side. Bye now, guys.